There are 5 simple movements that can quietly predict your future. Not just how fit you are, but how long you might actually live. They take less than a minute to do, but the information they reveal is more powerful than most medical checkups. Because these tests go far beyond strength or flexibility. They show how well your body, your brain, and your heart are working together, the true foundation of your health and longevity. Researchers have found that some of these simple movements can predict early death or heart disease more accurately than blood pressure. Even more surprising, the decline often begins long before you feel anything is wrong. That's why so many people fail these tests after the age of 50, not because they are sick, but because their body has quietly been losing its balance, coordination, and strength for years. But here's the good news. Your body can recover. If you fail one of these tests, it does not mean you're doomed. It means you've just found your first warning sign, and now you can start reversing it. So in this video, we're going to walk through 5 simple tests that reveal how well your body is truly aging, and what you can do starting today to turn the results around. The most important one is saved for last. If there is one single test that can quietly reveal how fast your body is aging, it's this one: your ability to balance on one leg. It sounds simple, but balance is one of the first abilities that fades with age, often faster than strength, flexibility, or even speed. And when it starts to drop, it's not just your legs. It's your brain, your nerves, your eyes, and your inner ear, all parts of your balance system, struggling to stay in sync. In one long-term study of over 1,700 adults aged 50 and above, researchers made a startling discovery. Those who couldn't hold a one-leg stance for just 10 seconds were 4 times more likely to die within the next decade than those who could. 4 times, from a simple 10-second test. So let's try it right now. Stand tall with your feet together and your hands resting lightly on your hips. Lift one foot about 6 inches off the floor. Keep your eyes forward, your core gently engaged, and start counting. If you can hold steady for at least 10 seconds, that's a great sign. If you wobble or have to touch your foot down early, it's your body quietly sending a message. Your coordination and reflexes need attention. But here's the good news. You can rebuild this balance faster than you think. Start simple. Hold on to a sturdy chair or countertop and practice standing on one leg for 10 to 30 seconds. When it starts to feel easier, use less hand support or close your eyes briefly to make it more challenging. Then, add variety. Try standing heel to toe or on a soft surface like a folded towel. This gently trains your muscles, joints, and balance sensors to adapt, the same systems that keep you from falling in real life. Next, add movement. Turn your head slowly, lift your arms, or shift your weight slightly side to side while balancing. This helps your body stay steady even when you're in motion, like stepping off a curb or turning around in the kitchen. And finally, challenge your brain while you balance. Count backward, name colors, or try saying the days of the week out loud. It might sound silly, but this trains your body and brain to work together. The kind of control that keeps you confident and stable in everyday life. Do this for about 10 minutes, 3 times a week. Within just a few weeks, you'll notice you feel more grounded, more coordinated, and more confident in every step you take. The second test predicts something even more important than fitness. It predicts your independence. Because the moment you can no longer rise from a chair without using your hands, your freedom to move, live, and take care of yourself begins to fade. This is called the 30-second sit-to-stand test, and it's one of the most powerful indicators of longevity that researchers have ever studied. Here's how to do it properly. Sit near the front edge of a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the ground and shoulder-width apart. Cross your arms over your chest, then stand up completely and sit back down. Repeat that movement as many times as you can in 30 seconds. The number you reach says a lot about how well your body is aging. Research shows that men in their early 50s usually complete about 19 repetitions, while women average around 15. By your 60s, that drops slightly to 17 for men and 14 for women. In your 70s, a strong performance means 14 and 11. And after 80, maintaining 10 for men or 8 for women is an excellent sign that you're staying mobile and strong for your age. If you score below those ranges, it means your lower body power, the strength in your thighs, hips, and glutes, is beginning to fade. That's one of the earliest warning signs of physical decline. But here's the good news. This test is also the fix. Start by practicing slow, controlled chair squats. Sit down and stand up without using your hands, focusing on smooth movement rather than speed. Add in seated knee extensions. Straighten one leg, hold for a few seconds, then switch sides. This strengthens your quadriceps, the key muscles that lift you from the chair. Next, try mini step-ups using a low stair or sturdy step. Step up, step down, and repeat. This builds coordination and real-world strength, the kind you need for climbing stairs, getting up from the sofa, or stepping out of a car. Finally, practice glute squeezes. While sitting, tighten your glutes for 5 seconds, then relax. It looks simple, but it strengthens the stabilizing muscles that protect your hips, spine, and balance. Do these exercises for just 10 minutes, 3 times a week. Most people start to see improvement within a month. Standing up becomes easier, walking feels lighter, and your body moves the way it's meant to, strong, steady, and confident. The third test goes deeper than strength or flexibility. It reveals how efficiently your entire body works together, your muscles, joints, coordination, and balance all at once. It's called the sit-to-rise test, and researchers consider it one of the clearest windows into your long-term health and mobility. In a 12-year study of more than 4,000 adults, scientists discovered that people who scored the lowest on this test were up to 6 times more likely to die early from natural or cardiovascular causes. Even more impressive, every single point higher on the 10-point scale lowered the risk of death by roughly 20 to 25%. Here's how to do it safely. Start by standing tall on a flat, open surface. Without using your hands, lower yourself all the way down to the floor into a cross-legged position, or any position that feels natural to you. Then, from that same position, stand back up without pushing off with your arms or knees if possible. You begin with a perfect score of 10. For each time you need to use a hand, arm, or knee for support, subtract 1 point. If your movement is wobbly or unstable, subtract half a point. A total score of 8 or higher means your body is aging well. Below 8, risk begins to rise sharply, and scores under 4 are a strong warning sign that your mobility and overall vitality are declining faster than normal. But here's the encouraging part. Improving your score is absolutely possible. You just need to retrain your body to move as one unit again. When you start practicing this movement, it's completely fine to use your hands for support. Placing one or both hands down as you sit or rise helps you stay balanced and move with confidence. The goal is not perfection. It's to teach your body to move smoothly again. Each repetition builds strength in your legs, hips, and core while improving coordination between your muscles and joints. As you get stronger, try to rely a little less on your hands. Let your legs and core take on more of the work. Even small progress counts. If you can sit down and rise back up with control, even with a bit of assistance, that means your body is already improving its stability and mobility. With regular practice, you'll feel more flexible, more confident near the floor, and better prepared for everyday movement. This simple exercise doesn't just improve your test score. It helps you keep the freedom to move and live independently as you age. The fourth test might surprise you because it has nothing to do with your legs. It's all about your heart. Researchers have found that your ability to do push-ups can predict the health of your cardiovascular system better than some medical screenings. In one 10-year study from Harvard University, more than 1,000 men were tested. The results were astonishing. Those who could complete 40 push-ups or more had a 96% lower risk of heart disease compared to those who could do only 10. Even modest improvements mattered. For every extra 10 push-ups, the risk dropped another 15 to 20%. So, what makes push-ups so powerful? Each repetition acts like a mini stress test for your heart. It forces your body to pump blood faster, stabilize your core, and coordinate dozens of muscles at once. That combination strengthens not only your arms and chest, but also your circulation, endurance, and heart resilience. To test yourself, start from a plank position. Hands under your shoulders, body straight from head to heels. Lower your chest close to the floor and push back up at a steady rhythm, about 1 push-up per second. Stop when you can no longer keep good form. If you're a man over 50, completing 15 to 20 full push-ups is a sign of strong heart and muscular endurance. For women, 10 to 15 modified push-ups, done from the knees or against an incline, show excellent strength and control. And if you can't do that yet, don't worry. Your heart can be trained just like any other muscle. Start with wall push-ups. Stand facing a wall. Place your hands at chest height and slowly lower your chest toward the wall. Then push back. When that feels easy, move to countertop push-ups, then knee push-ups on the floor. Each step builds strength and endurance safely, preparing you for the full version. Do this simple exercise 3 times a week, and you'll likely see improvement in both your upper body power and your overall stamina within a month. Remember, it's not about chasing a number. It's about building a heart and body that can carry you strongly through the years ahead. The final test might seem too simple to matter, but it's one of the most accurate indicators of how long and how well you'll live. It's called the grip strength test. In one of the largest health studies ever conducted, researchers tracked more than 140,000 adults across 17 countries for almost a decade. The findings were crystal clear. For every 5-kilogram drop in grip strength, the risk of early death increased by 16%, heart disease by 70%, and stroke by 9%. Those numbers make grip strength a stronger predictor of longevity than even blood pressure. Why does something so small matter so much? Because your grip is not just about your hands, It reflects the overall vitality of your muscles, nerves, and cardiovascular system. When your grip weakens, it often means your body as a whole is losing power and coordination. You can measure your grip in a few ways. If you have a hand dynamometer, squeeze it as hard as you can for 3 seconds and note your best score. For men in their 50s, 85 to 90 pounds of force is healthy. For women, around 55 to 60. But even if you don't have the device, there are simple ways to test yourself at home. Try holding a heavy grocery bag, water jug, or suitcase by your side. Time how long you can hold it before your hand starts to give out. If your grip fails before 30 seconds, it's a sign your endurance and your overall muscle health needs work. You can also test it by hanging from a sturdy pull-up bar or even a low beam. Keep your toes lightly touching the ground for safety. If you can hang for 30 seconds or more, your grip strength is in great shape. Now, here's how to build it. Start with farmer's carries. Hold 2 heavy objects, keep your chest tall, and walk 20 to 30 steps. It strengthens your hands, arms, shoulders, and posture all at once. Try towel squeezes. Roll up a small towel and hold it in one hand. Squeeze it as tightly as you can for 5 seconds, then relax for 5. Repeat this 15 to 20 times before switching to the other hand. Focus on feeling the muscles in your fingers, palm, and forearm working each time you squeeze. This simple exercise helps strengthen your grip, improve blood flow, and keep your hands steady for daily tasks. Practice this for just a few minutes a day, and within weeks, you'll notice your grip becoming firmer, and everyday movements, like carrying bags or opening jars, feeling easier and lighter. Because a strong grip isn't just about holding on to something, it's about maintaining your strength, control, and independence as you age. Now that you've tried all 5 tests, take a moment to reflect on how your body feels. Each one, from balance to strength, from mobility to grip, tells a small part of your story. Together, they reveal how well your body is aging and what you can do to keep it strong. The best part? Every single one of these tests can be improved. Your balance, your endurance, your flexibility, all of it can be rebuilt with simple, consistent effort. It's never too late to start moving better, feeling stronger, and regaining confidence in your own body. Because real health isn't about numbers or perfection. It's about how easily you can move through your day, how steady you feel on your feet, and how long you can keep doing the things you love. So keep practicing these simple movements. Build your strength one small step at a time. And remember, every rep, every breath, every bit of effort adds up to years of independence, energy, and life. In the next video, we'll talk about the 7 exercises people over 50 should avoid, and what to do instead to stay strong, mobile, and pain-free for decades to come. Click to watch it next, and keep building the healthiest years of your life.